Amber ISO. I played this game quite a bit since it first came out. Much of this game gives me an Animal Crossing vibes, but there are a few other games out there with similar packages. Upon playing, I have come across both pros and cons. The game has beautiful graphics and a very charming soundtrack. Before you jump into the game, you first require to make your character. This was where I think I was running into my first bug, especially the color sliders and the enter button. Upon selecting my shade color for body parts, I would hit enter, and occasionally the slider and color would reset to something else. I tried holding down the enter key and that seemed to do the trick most often, but it doesn't say in the details to hold your selection. The story for the soundtrack is adorable. There are quite a few characters I really came to enjoy while playing. I loved the idea of advancing and unlocking things such as new items to build and new areas to explore. A few struggles I faced while playing was occasionally lacking supplies to make certainly things such as items and neat paper. You eventually will spend amber, repair things, unlock farming spots, and to decorate a shop and new areas. Inspiration points are used to open new areas and to create new items, which you gain mainly by selling to people in your shop, as well as fulfilling new achievements, stepping stones. Tending to my shop is probably the most stressful for me right now. I'm excited that I has expanded twice, allowing me to put out more things but also trying to keep up their cleanliness. Speaking to customers that have a question or break something on accident while trying to service people at the counter makes me a little frustrated. I think it will help if I get hire someone or create something that I like a shop assistant. So while I'm cleaning or assisting at the counter, someone else is doing other things as part of what needs to be done to keep up the shop's reputation. I am not a fan of the bargaining. One of the characters was trying to bargain with me and I attempted to accept his offer, which pissed him off and made him leave. Also, I really wish that there was something somewhere that said what my current total is in amber. If I'm going to haggle someone who wants to try to and sell me something, I am unsure if I even would have the money to purchase for what they are asking for, what I can offer. I love that the weather changes in the game quite often. Rainy days are often the most peaceful to me. I also like that when you get characters to move in, they oftentimes will upgrade your tools. If only I could figure out of who can upgrade my skills, because everything else that I have is advanced quite well. I found a cave, but haven't figured out how to get in. I assume maybe this is something that will open later in the story, because I didn't see the number box to donate in repairing the entry. So overall, the game itself is fun. I think there is still some things that can be worked upon in the game that I might be lacking or bugging out. For example, I put a leaf rack down on the display in my shop and it completely vanished, but the game still saw is that there. Shortly later the game crashed. I looked back in and it set me back to the time before the shop opened. I noticed when I came back in, the leaf rack was now visible. Is it also a bug when talking to people in the world? You see the friendly connection meter go out, but when you talk to them later again, the experience connection gained is reset back to what it was before. You previously talked to them? Really? So, in order to officially make it grow, you have to talk to them and force them to hang out with you.